So today someone referred to me as Pastor Abigail as opposed to Prophetess Abigail, and I corrected them. I officially introduced myself and I corrected them, politely. And they did it again. And once again, I corrected them politely. Now, somebody would be thinking, what's so important about the title prophetess? What's the difference between being called a pastor, an apostle, a bishop, a prophetess? Why is it so significant that you had to correct me? This sparked the conversation in my mind. And, I just got clarity. When I was a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child, but now I'm no longer a child, and God has granted me access to mysteries of the heavens and mysteries of how spiritual matters actually work. And growing up, I never saw the importance of titles, to be honest, and I actually didn't want one myself. So basically, there is nothing free in this world. Nothing comes freely, as free as it looks. And although there is no cost that is necessarily, attached to it, it does not mean that it's free. In economics, they call it the Donstaff principle, where they say there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. And that rule actually applies both in the spiritual and in the physical world, no matter how you look at it. Jesus introduces us to this principle when the mother of the Zebedee's sons asked him, can one of my sons sit on your right hand and the other son sit on the left? And Jesus says, will they be baptized by the baptism I will be baptized? Will they drink of the cup that I am going to drink? Immediately, he identifies that to have a seat or any seat is directly linked to a baptism and is directly linked to a cup. So there is nothing that comes for free. So every seat and every title that comes with a seat is paid for by a baptism or a cup that needs to be drunk. Jesus Christ goes on to say to her, they will be baptized and there will be a cup that they must drink, meaning that because of whatever title they're going to have, they will be baptized and there will be a cup. It just won't be the same as mine because they won't be occupying the same seat as mine, meaning that each and every one called as they were called for whatever they were called. There is a baptism they need to be baptized by, and there is a cup they must drink. I can tell you now that just by having this title of prophetess, all of you just see me calling myself prophetess, but you do not know the baptism that I had to take. You don't know what I had to lose. You don't know what I had to go through. You don't know the pain, the sharpenings, the oven baking. You don't know anything that I had to pay for this title. And so I carry it with pride because I understand the cup that I had to drink in order to have this title. And similarly, I don't accept any other title because I don't know what cup they had to drink and I don't know what baptism. Doctors don't go to medical school for 7 years just to be called, by their name. They earn their title, and the title carries a lot of respect because of the hard work and the perseverance and every other effort that went into bearing and obtaining and having that title. And same applies in the spiritual things as well. We work hard for what we have. We work hard to get to where we are. Yes, God's grace is always sufficient for us and it's always there, but we go through a lot of trials and, we lose a lot of things. We lose a lot of people. We really die to self in order to be who God has called us. And therefore, yes, a title may just be a title to someone else until you've had to, go through the baptism and drink the actual cup. Then you realize that a lot of respect is actually due. These titles don't just, get birthed overnight. I don't know about others, and once again, I'm not talking about anyone else's walk because I don't know how other people are doing their things. There's always things that happen behind closed doors that no one knows about. But me specifically, personally, my personal journey, my walk with God has been that of a lot of baptism and a lot of dying to self, a lot of carrying of the cross, a lot of drinking of the cup. And I can tell you now that I have paid the price and I have gone through the process. I've been sharpened, I've been cooked, I've been baked, I've been underwater, I've been against the wall, I've been in so many situations. And some of the things I've started to narrate in the second edition of my book. But for me, it's heavy to have this title because of the weight that I had to carry and what I had to go through. Everyone goes through trials and tribulations, right? But I'm telling you, a baptism for a specific title is not the same as your ordinary everyday, baptism. I've even described it as, you know, there's always pain before promotion. You know, there's been a lot of sayings around it. But I can promise you that when you are drinking a cup, when you are getting baptized to sit on a specific chair, to bear a specific title, to have a specific position, that is like no challenge you've seen. That is not like no trial. It's not ordinary. The impediments that God brings in your life in order to give you influence are not ordinary. They cannot be compared to anything or anyone. It is something that I cannot even put into words in this video right now, but I can tell you that the titles we bear, or the title I bear, like I don't want to speak on behalf of anyone else, but for me, the title that I bear did not come easy. It did not come cheap, and I'm still paying for it even now.